Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, several things to say. We will go from Real Madrid to Premier League and then Liverpool-Real Madrid, a match with many transfer stories inside. Let's jump into it together. And here we are, guys, as always, to keep you updated, as always, with news, because in the recent days, we know there have been changes in terms of managers, and one of the stories around in the recent days was about Wolves, with Vitor Pereira, the manager, fired a few days ago. So Wolves looking for a new coach. Gary O'Neill has been in conversations with Wolves board, but not reaching any agreement, despite all the reports. And so Gary O'Neill at this point is not close to returning to Wolves, despite reports. And so Wolves are still looking for a new manager. There might be, from what I understand, some board and management changes at Wolves. So not only the manager, but also some changes in the management. So keep an eye on that, because at Wolves, that could be an important part of the story. Also important to mention on Wolves, and that's a crucial point, we had stories in the last 24 hours about Erik ten Hag as an option for Wolves' job. My understanding is that there was a conversation, a contact, to understand the eventual availability of Erik ten Hag for the Wolves' job, but it didn't advance on both manager and club side. At this stage, on Tuesday morning, lunchtime, there is nothing agreed, nothing advanced between Erik ten Hag and Wolves. So Erik ten Hag would be open to return to work after the Bayer Leverkusen shocking story fired before the end of the summer transfer window by Bayer Leverkusen. So it was a shocking story for Erik ten Hag, who was not happy at all with the situation. He would be ready to return at work, but no agreement with Wolves, and at the moment is nothing advanced. So at this stage, I'm not aware of Erik ten Hag being close to be back to Premier League football. Who is close to leaving his club is Endrick, and the exclusive story, guys, is now everywhere being reported, in France, in Spain, in Brazil. What I told you last week, it was exactly 1 week ago, when I told you that Olympique Lyon have started talks to sign Endrick from Real Madrid. Well, these talks are going very well. Endrick is super keen on a move to Olympique Lyon. The project and the plan have been presented to the player. Endrick is really tempted by this opportunity, and I told you about this connection with Karim Benzema. Real Madrid, Olympique Lyon, Benzema is one of the favorite idols for Endrick, so the opportunity to play in two clubs where Karim Benzema played is something fantastic for Endrick. Also, Lyon can guarantee for him a starting 11 spot as a striker, what Endrick wants. So despite the stories around that Real Madrid and Endrick are still considering to continue together, my understanding is that Endrick has already been clear with Real Madrid. He wants to go on loan. He wants to go and play. He believes that playing is important for his development. He can improve. He can get back to Real Madrid as a better player in a few months, because it's going to be a straight loan. Rumors on Endrick and Manchester United, Endrick and Aston Villa. Guys, zero. Zero, because Endrick wants to play. Endrick doesn't want to compete. Endrick obviously would be ready to compete, as he's doing at Real Madrid, but he wants to play. He wants to have 6 months with the opportunity to play, to show his skills, to develop, and maybe to have a spot for the World Cup 2026 in Carlo Ancelotti's squad with the Seleção, with Brazil. So the conversations are very advanced between Endrick and Olympique Lyon. The favorite option for Endrick is Olympique Lyon, despite some calls also from Italy, because some Italian club called over the recent days. Endrick's priority is very clear. He wants to go to Olympique Lyon. And so now it depends on the club. There is a conversation ongoing. Olympique Lyon, Real Madrid. Straight loan, no buy option. So Man United, Aston Villa, they were never going to sign the player on loan without a buy option. And for Real Madrid, the buy option is impossible. For Endrick as well, is impossible. He doesn't want to go on a permanent deal or with a buy option, maybe leaving Real Madrid in 2026. He wants to return to Real Madrid. He wants to be a Real Madrid player. His plan was not to leave Real Madrid. He's only doing that because he wants to play. And Olympique Lyon is a good opportunity. So, conversation ongoing about the coverage of the salary and all these kind of details between Olympique Lyon and Real Madrid. So, let's follow the situation, but my understanding is that the deal is quite advanced. And Endrick eventually would be an Olympique Lyon player from the 1st of January. So, this is not a deal for 10 of January, 20, end of the market, beginning of January, immediately, get ready and play. So, this is why they are already negotiating right now. And then today, guys, Tuesday, big game at Anfield. Liverpool-Real Madrid, a story and a game with many transfer stories inside. Why? Because we can mention that during the recent years, Real Madrid and Liverpool have been around with several transfer stories. First of all, Trent Alexander-Arnold, back at Anfield. His mural outside Anfield was vandalized over the morning. Then workmen at Liverpool starting cleaning it off. But Trent Alexander-Arnold was obviously the big story. There are some stories in Spain about Virgil van Dijk, who wanted to go to Real Madrid on a free transfer last summer. Guys, I'm aware that Virgil van Dijk really wanted to stay at Liverpool. And Virgil van Dijk really wanted to be a crucial part of the Liverpool project. So if Virgil van Dijk extended his contract at Liverpool, it's because he really trusted the project. He's always been super keen on staying at the club and signing a new deal. So my understanding is that, you know, guys, sometimes the stories can be told in different ways. In Spain, in England, it's normal. But it's also normal sometimes for agents when you have a client, a world-class player like Virgil van Dijk, to reach out to clubs and understand situations. It's part of their job, but the desire of the player has always been to stay at Liverpool and to continue at the club. So that must be clear, because for Virgil van Dijk, the focus has always been Liverpool Football Club. And then, guys, Ibrahima Konaté. Don't forget about Ibu Konaté, who is out of contract in summer 2026, who is in the list of Real Madrid. Ibrahima Konaté remains a player in the list of Real Madrid. So if Konaté will go on a free next summer, Real Madrid will be very attentive to the situation of Konaté. For sure, he's one of the players they are monitoring. On the other side, Liverpool are still talking with his agents. So Liverpool, at this stage, have the opportunity to still talk to the player, but Konaté has the opportunity to decide whether he wants to stay in Liverpool or try a new chapter. There is a lot of interest in Konaté, Real Madrid and not only. So for sure, on a free would be a big opportunity. But this depends on the player. Konaté has the opportunity to decide. The interest from Real Madrid is genuine, also because one of the targets they had at Real Madrid was William Saliba, another French excellent defender, but Saliba decided to stay at Arsenal and sign a new contract at the club. And so now, for Ibu Konaté, is an opportunity for the player to decide whether he wants to continue at Liverpool or go and try a new chapter. Real Madrid are there. Real Madrid are attentive. Real Madrid already had some conversation internally to consider opportunities because they want to strengthen the centre-back position for 2026. As I told you, David Alaba should leave the club, according to my information. Let's see what happens with Tony Rudiger, because the Rudiger situation is still open between extending the contract or leaving the club on a free next summer. And so, Ibu Konaté want to watch with the player deciding his future soon. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories. We will go from Endrick to Erik ten Hag. What's your feeling on Wolves? Who is the right man for the job? And then Van Dijk, Konaté, Trent, and all the rest. Guys, let me know your opinion here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon, here every single day on YouTube with Fabrizio. Thank you.